everybody, my name is Kimmy. Welcome to Empress Moon Tarot. I'm just saging the area a little bit. I was getting ready to start the Pisces reading, and we had a series of events that changed the trajectory of the day. I was going to be doing the monthlies, and it looks like that's not going to be happening at present. So we are being guided. Whenever I hear crows, it's usually a message from Spirit. And so I felt very compelled to do a message from Spirit. And then as I was preparing to do Pisces, my spirit guide Fred made himself very, very apparent, gave me some specific messages for me directly, and indicated that there are more messages, and there's a passed on loved one named Nathaniel that's waiting to speak. And there's also a passed on loved one named Cynthia. And so we have a few different passed on loved ones here that are waiting to speak. I'm not sure who it's going to apply to, but whatever comes through, it may only be just a few people, it may be several. There's no way of knowing. And so we are going to go ahead and we are going to get started. I am going to call in spirits, more spirits, in addition to whom is present. And I'm going to allow whoever is present to speak through me, whatever needs to be said. I won't be able to handle them all. Usually there's dozens that are waiting in a line. So we will handle what comes through, and hopefully it will be of help to somebody. All right. Welcome to the life of Kimmy. I talk to dead people. All right. I call upon my spirit guide Fred. I call upon my spirit guide Cecil. I call upon my spirit guide Sylvia. I call upon the spirit guides of those that may be watching. If there's any messages that need to come through, please be sure to let them come through. I call upon Archangel Metatron, grant me wisdom that cannot be seen in the cards. Archangel Michael, grant me protection during the time of this channeling. Also grant me any intuitive impressions that may be necessary. I call upon Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Shamuel. I call upon any ancestors associated to for those that may be watching that have a message that needs to be delivered. I also call upon beings from the pure white light. I call upon God. I call upon Spirit. I call upon universal source energy. Grant me intuitive impressions. Grant me the visions. Grant me the audio that I need to hear. Grant me any smells, tastes, etc. that need to deliver a message. And also please be with me with the tarot readings that will follow. Thank you in advance. All right, first of all, I see a man by the name of Nathaniel Jeffries. His last name was Jeffries. It starts with a G, though. Last name does. Nathaniel Jeffries. He's passed on. He has his message. He's showing me like a cabin in the woods, right? Not like my astral sanctuary. This is more like a shed. Right? So he's showing me a shed in the woods. And one of his family members has been looking for something. And I believe it is in the shed. He is saying it is in the shed. And I'm seeing kind of like a drawer. It's either a drawer or a bin, something of that nature. Whatever it is that you've been looking for, it may be out there. Or there may be, I'm seeing a key. There's a key there that will lead you to what it is that you need. It may be a key for a lockbox, like a little tiny lockbox. That's what I'm seeing. And he's a little bit annoyed about something that's happened with his dog. So I'm not sure what that's related to, but if you're family to this person, you'll know. Something that happened to his dog. So I'm not sure if this dog is passed on, or if this dog is living and maybe has been given to somebody else. If the dog is living and has been given to somebody else, please check in on the dog, see if the dog is okay. All right, Nathaniel, thank you. Cynthia something Balm, like the last name is, it's like Win something Balm. So that's the last name. Starts with a W, ends with Balm. B-A-U-M is the end of the last name, Cynthia. She appears to be probably in her 30s, and she says, I'm okay, I'm perfectly fine. It looks like her mom is worried about her, and she says, I'm perfectly fine, I'm okay, please don't cry, you know, I hear you, I'm there. And she says, there's something, it's a poem, there's a poem she wrote that she says will be of comfort to her mom. A poem she wrote that will be of comfort to her mom. And so it looks like her mom may have this poem inside of a Bible or a book, something of that nature. So whatever poem she wrote, she said, you know, to basically imagine that it's her voice speaking it to you. So for whomever that was for. Thank you, Cynthia. All right, who's next? So now I'm seeing a man in Civil War garb. It looks like he may have done reenactments. It does not look like he's actually from Civil War times. He used to do reenactments of that. He's shaking his head yes. He's kind of a heavy-set gentleman. He didn't like me saying that. So, and he's kind of like, he's smacking his belly, kind of like, he didn't like me saying that. He wants his wife to know that she's the most beautiful woman he's ever laid eyes on, and that he wants you to move on and be happy. And there's some question, it's like there's two men around you, and there's some question as to which one. He knows which one is the right one for you, but apparently you're questioning that, and he's been trying to show you. So that's important for whomever that's for. And he just saluted me. So I think he was also former military. Hopefully that helps. All right, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? I see a little boy of color. He's probably about 6 years old. And he's got the most beautiful smile. It looks like he may have had cancer, because he's rubbing the top of his head like all of his hair would be gone. And he wants his mom and dad to know that he's playing with all the other children and he's fine. And there's also a picture that he drew, a picture of a truck, a picture of a car or a truck that you have on your refrigerator. And he's very excited. Oh my goodness. He's extremely excited whenever he sees the picture on your refrigerator. So apparently he's around you a lot. Hopefully that's of help. Okay, so Fred wanted to break in for just a moment. And apparently there's two of you with a little boy that's passed on who has that same situation. And Fred's indicating that both little boys are actually feeling the same way. So Fred wanted to make that clear. Apparently there's two groups of you that are dealing with the same situation. Wow, okay, so somebody has not gotten their car, Fred says somebody has not gotten their car registered yet. And he's saying, you better go get your car registered. So I'm not sure who that is. Maybe you got a brand new car, maybe you just moved to a new state or something of that nature. Maybe you're coming up on you know, a time frame where if you don't do that, you're gonna get a big old bill. but Fred is saying, go get your car registered. Go get your car registered. They're showing me a 4-door. He's showing me a 4-door. It looks like it's an older vehicle. It's not an SUV, it's a car. He's saying, go get it registered. Somebody is wanting to travel, and he's showing me Mardi Gras beads for some reason. I think somebody's wanting to travel because they're remembering Mardi Gras from like last year. Fred's saying yes, yes, yes. Remembering Mardi Gras last year. So apparently you went to Mardi Gras last year. And he's saying, no, don't go this year. Don't go this year. It's not the right time. It's not good for you to travel back to, I don't know why we're going back to New Orleans, because that's where he's from. So maybe it's somebody that actually knows Fred. Or was it connected with his family or something of that nature, saying, do not travel to New Orleans this February or March. He's saying, go later. Jackie. Jackie is saying, my diamond bracelet is supposed to go to my daughter. It's not supposed to go to the sister, something of that nature. So Jackie may have recently passed away, and there's a question about her diamond tennis bracelet. And she's saying, my tennis bracelet goes to my daughter, not to my sister. So for whomever that's for, so I'm seeing a bill of sale, like an actual bill of sale, like the actual recorded bill of sale, right? So I'm not sure if this is the sale of goods. They're saying it's a sale of a jet ski. A jet ski. Somebody's thinking about buying a jet ski. They're saying no, it's going to break down on you. That jet ski that you're thinking about buying is going to break down on you. No. And apparently this is for somebody who was trying to decide whether to buy a jet ski or a camper. So I have a gentleman standing here saying, don't buy the jet ski, buy the camper. And he's kind of a burly older man. He's probably maybe in his early 60s, I would guess. Kind of a tall guy, kind of a big guy. So apparently he's passed on a loved one for whomever was considering that. So don't buy the jet ski, go get a camper. I think this is a father figure, because he's like saying you're never going to use the jet ski, it's going to break down on you, but you will go camping often. And something about Big Pines, go to Big Pines, wherever Big Pines is. Maybe Big Pines was a RV park or something, or Big Pines is a camping location. I don't know. But I'm seeing camping, and I'm seeing like roasting marshmallows over a fire pit. So more than likely a location to camp with the camper. And he said to make sure to bring his old lantern. So I'm not sure who that's for, but he said to make sure to bring his old lantern with you. Okay. I'm seeing a ring, like a little tiny ring. It looks like a baby ring, a pinky ring. There seems to be some question for somebody where this pinky ring disappeared to. And so what this woman is showing me, so this woman is she's a passed on loved one. she's not telling me her name, but she's got really beautiful silver hair. She's really a very beautiful woman. And so this little tiny pinky ring, I think may have been your ring it's a woman's ring when they were little. It's very, very small. It has a little tiny pink stone in it. I think it's a birthstone maybe. And there's been some question, where is this at, right? It's in a little tiny box. It's not a jewelry box. It's a little tiny gold square box. It's like gold paper box. And the box is inside of a little tiny makeup pouch. And I'm seeing it in a drawer in the very back right corner. So it's in the very back right corner of this bureau drawer. In the little makeup bag. It looks like a makeup bag. And apparently there's a lot of other stuff in that little bag too, so check it out, because I'm also seeing saving bonds in there, so that might be important. So for whomever that was for, little tiny baby pinky ring with a pink stone on it. This person's name starts with a B. It is it's a woman. Her name starts with a B. It's a B-A something, B-A something. She wants to tell Joseph. Didn't we just have a Joseph? She wants to tell Joseph Daniel. What's the last name? It's Joseph Daniel, M-E-R something. There's a C and then there's a U, but I can't see the rest of it. Joseph Daniel, somebody. What's your message? She's not too happy with you. So I think this may be a mom that's passed on. Apparently you were supposed to take care of something and she's not happy about it. And she's wanting to know why you didn't take care of it. This could be as simple as you filing some paperwork or something of that nature. It also could be, it's like she's going off on you through me. And so you were supposed to take care of filing something, and you did not. And she's saying to get off your butt and go do it. So I'm not sure what kind of paperwork you had to file, but your mom was not too happy with you. So I would go ahead and I'd get that done, because she's probably going to start moving stuff around your house and making you feel like your house is haunted. So it might be wise for you to do that. Spirit guide. Spirit guide name is Liam. Spirit guide of whom? Spirit guide of whom? Whom? Whose spirit guide are you? Whose spirit guide? Whose spirit guide? Whose spirit guide? Whose spirit guide? Kathy with a K. Kathy with a K. Oh, Liam is saying that you've been wanting to see a sign that somebody is your twin. And Liam is saying, no, it's not your twin, but you are supposed to learn something from this person. You've been wanting to take some sort of course, some sort of online course. And Liam is saying, yes, you need to take the online course and try not to focus on love right now. Focus on other things. Kathy Cornwall. Some sort of online class if you have not started to get an interest in an online class, you've just been thinking, oh, maybe I should learn X, Y, or Z, then go ahead and do so. Apparently it's going to lead you on a new career choice. Also, Liam says that there is something red that you've been seeing often, and that is Liam's way of showing you that that spirit guide is around you. So Kathy Cornwall, that is the message from your spirit guide. I don't know if we have a man in here with a name that starts with E. It looks like Eugene, but it's not Eugene. It's something similar. So, Eugene, I'm seeing an image of a file cabinet, right? And there's three drawers to the file cabinet, and in the second drawer to the file cabinet, about 5 or 6 folders back, there's something important from your past. It's like something that not you, but maybe a passed on loved one had saved in that file folder. And in that file folder, there's a significant memory, something that's going to bring you peace or happiness, or is going to touch your heart in some way. So it's like 5 or 6 folders back in the second drawer of this 3-drawer file cabinet. Shonda, S-H-O-N-D-A. Shonda is the name of the person who's passed away. And she is showing me, a medical bill. And this may have been a medical bill that she had signed, and she's saying to fight it. So whomever keeps getting this medical bill, there's some aspect of this medical bill that apparently you're not responsible for. And so she's saying yes. And then so she's saying you're not responsible for it. Stop worrying about it. Fight it. Call them. It's a mistake. There's a mistake on the bill. And she's also showing me a little teddy bear, so I think it might be for a child, and she's saying she misses her family very badly, and she loves y'all. Lulu, not our Lou, not our Lucy, Lulu. Lulu. This is a woman in her late 70s, and I just hear her singing songs. There's some sort of song that she liked to sing that maybe you can connect to her. She's saying yes. She's saying there's some sort of little kind of ditty that she used to sing, and she kind of would hop around in her seat with this little ditty, and she's saying, so anytime you need her, just sing the little ditty and she'll be there. That's what she said. So maybe it was a little song she made up or something. I don't know. Very nice, pleasant lady though. All right, thank you, Lulu. And she also she pinched a little kid's cheeks. So whoever this message was to, she used to pinch your cheek like that, Apparently you didn't like it. Looks like it's a message for a boy. I could be wrong though. It could have been a girl that just had a bowl cut. The Tower. I see a tower. Oh gosh. Somebody's about ready to get a tower. I'm seeing a village. It's kind of a village. It's not really a city. It's more like a town. But it doesn't look like it's here in the US. It actually looks like it may be maybe elsewhere around the world. It looks like a little village. And somebody there is about ready to go through a big tower moment. So it looks like this tower moment can be prevented. I'm seeing a fire, not to cause any alarm, but if you live in a little village, please be sure to not leave anything hot plugged in, not to leave your stove turned on overnight or anything like that. Just to take a little bit of extra caution, because Fred is saying you can avoid this tower provided you are a little bit more aware of what you're doing. And he's showing me that you have accidentally left your stove on in the recent past. And so he's saying you really need to be cautious of that. Even if I'm seeing like a note, maybe you posted a note somewhere to remind yourself, maybe post a couple more. He's saying, you know, just take some extra precautions. Somebody has been getting ready to travel to the Sudan, I believe is what they're saying. There may be something that gets in the way of that travel, but no, it's just a temporary thing. It's not like long term. They're saying temporary. Temporary. Okay, now we're in Boston, Mass. So somebody in Boston, Mass. Angel, that goes by Angel. Somebody in Boston, Mass goes by Angel. You have a spirit guide that appears to be in light form. So Angel, your spirit guide is like in light form. And I'm actually seeing that this light form is, they're trying to bring about a heightened consciousness to you, right? So they're trying to bring about an added sense of spirituality into your life. And Angel, they're saying that you need to remove the substances that are blocking you from connecting to Source. So it's, Angel, it's possible that you may be, not trying to make any accusations, but they're saying that there may be some sort of substance. It could be, you know, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be anything. You'll know if that's the case for you, and they're saying that it's blocking your ability to move forward in your life. But not necessarily from the perspective of life in general, but perspective of connecting to your higher self, connecting to Source, connecting to that intuitive side. It's almost like you're using whatever this is, and maybe it's just an herbal supplement, you never know, but whatever this is, it's like you're taking it. They're showing me that you're taking it to try to connect to Source. They're saying, no, don't do that. You don't need to. You're always connected. So they're trying to work with you on something of that nature. They're also showing me the book. It's a yellow book. You're a Badass, I think is what the name of the book is. And they're tapping the book. They're saying, finish reading the book. So apparently that book was giving you a sense of purpose, a sense of, you know, direction, a sense of, you know, feeling like, you know, you could overcome something in your life. So they keep tapping this book. And then they're also tapping a journal. They're saying, write in the journal, write in the journal, write in the journal. Apparently you keep these two things very close by, because I'm seeing them both on the same table. So that was for Angel in Boston, Mass. Mateo. Mateo? Is that your last name? Yes, Sean Mateo. I'm not sure who this is. Passed away. Sean Mateo passed away. And it's a message for a girl. So Sean Mateo appears to be in his 30s, probably low 30s. And there's somebody that he left behind that was a love. Does not look like the two of you are married. Maybe you were, but I don't see that. It seems more like this was like you were the love of his life kind of thing. And he's saying that you were sitting on the couch recently crying, and he was holding you, and he just wants you to know that you are the love of his life and that you are utterly, he said, the most extremely beautiful person inside and out. And he also gave you something. He gave you something that I think you were holding on to at that point in time. He's just pointing that out. I think he wanted you to know that. It looks like a piece of jewelry, maybe. Okay. So just so you guys know, what's happening is like there's a host, like I can feel a host of people around me, and I don't have time to bring forth all of the messages because we'd be on here for hours. But I'm seeing, so I see a gentleman behind me, clairvoyantly standing behind me. He has kind of it's like black hair with like pepper here and a little bit of pepper down here, but the rest of it is black. He's probably about 5'11". I would guess maybe about 230 pounds. And he wants his brother, to know that he's thinking about him. And he also says, get off your butt and go find a job. So I'm not sure who that's for. So he's telling somebody to go get a job. And then over here, we have a girl who's about 10 years old. I guess maybe 10, 11. She's absolutely darling. She's showing me a brush, paintbrush. She used to paint a lot. Like she'd paint in a book, it looks like. It looks like watercolors. She has two siblings. A younger sister and a younger brother who have survived beyond her. And she wants her mom, especially, apparently her mom is really struggling and wants her mom to know that she loves her and that everything's gonna be okay. So that's who I have here. And then I also have another woman over here to my left. And this particular woman, she's probably approximately, I would say, mid-40s, very likely. She's saying yes. She's saying exactly 45, apparently. Apparently she's 45. She passed away from a heart attack, is what she's saying. She's pointing to her heart in the center of her chest. Heart attack or heart condition, something of that nature. Now she's shaking her head yes. And she left behind a husband and James, a husband named James. She wants James to know she loves him and she's around him always, and also that it's okay for him to move on. And then we have another woman. She's also in her 40s. And it looks like she's pointing to her eyes and her face. I think she got into a car wreck, might have died in a car wreck, because it's almost like she feels like she's been disfigured. But the way I see her, as I see her absolutely beautiful, she's got this beautiful kind of blonde curly hair about yay high. And yeah, I'm seeing a car wreck. I'm seeing the car went off of a ravine on a curve, and she passed away from injuries associated with that. Somebody had gotten a telepathic message or had gotten the feeling that she had passed away, somebody that she's connected to on a family level. And so she's wanting to say to that person that, yes, you did actually feel that. Yes, you do have, you know, some gifts that can be used to help other people. So she's saying that that was a niece. So somebody's niece had felt her pass away. So that's what I have for her. And we're gonna cut it off now because I'm starting to get overwhelmed by a lot of a lot of emotions. So we're gonna cut that off now, and we're gonna switch over to Fred. So Sylvia, if you could please ask everybody to come back at a later date, that'd be great. All right, Fred. Okay. Somebody starting with a Z. First name starts with a Z. Zelinda. Zelinda is what I'm seeing. Zelinda. Something associated with curtains. Fred's showing me curtains opening. Okay, so open up your mind, open up your thoughts, open up your vision to a different possibility than what you're focusing on now. Because whatever you're focusing on now is not working. And Fred is saying, he's saying, open up the windows of your mind to a new possibility, a new perspective. Something of that nature. Somebody named Michael. Michael lives on a farm. I'm seeing a farm. Or lived on a farm at one point in time, or visited a farm recently. I'm seeing a farm, and I'm seeing a man petting a cow. Petting a cow. Fred is saying citrine. Okay, apparently you need a citrine crystal, or you need to carry around a citrine crystal or something of that nature. And Fred is also saying that you have an ability to communicate with animals, telepathic ability to communicate with animals. Maybe you do some sort of healing, or maybe you've been considering doing some sort of alternative healing with animals, and Fred said that might be a good thing for you. All right. Dawn Leonard. Dawn Leonard. I'm being given the words mystical, magical moonlight. Sounds like a book. Dawn, I'm not sure if you're reading a book about moonlight, or you're reading a book about magic, or you're reading a book about mystic things. They're showing me herbs and candles and things of that nature. Apparently, okay, Dawn, they're saying no more spells. Okay, so if we have multiple Dawns on here and it's not you, then just like scrap it. But Fred is showing me candles and herbs and things of that nature, and a book, and it looks like you may be trying to do a spell, bring somebody back into your life. And Fred's saying, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Instead, focus your sights on what you can do for yourself in moving forward. They're giving me a portion of a name. I'm not sure if it's the actual name or a portion of the name. It's Shakira, something like that. Shira. And they're showing me a scroll. And calligraphy. They're showing me calligraphy. You've been, they're saying you need to become a wedding planner. Apparently you've been considering that, becoming a wedding planner. They're showing me like a wedding guest list. Either that or you're considering getting married, or you're in the process of planning a wedding, something of that nature. They're showing me some aspect of the planning phase of that, and they're saying you'd make a great wedding planner. So that's what spirit guides are saying. That might be of help to somebody. Okay, who else? Lamar. Lamar, I'm seeing something that like is a progression, right? It's like a color spectrum. Do you know what I mean? How like you have like one section that's one color, the next section is another color. Oh, they're showing me the chakras. Okay, chakras. Gotcha. That makes more sense to me, Fred. Thank you. Cecil is saying that there is a blockage in your solar plexus chakra. And so you could benefit from some solar plexus type work, like binaural beats, foods associated with the solar plexus, facing, different things that may be coming up associated with the solar plexus that may be of help to you. I think that's it for now. All right, everyone. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Sylvia. And hopefully this was of help to someone. There are many of you, so hopefully it was of help to a few of you. If it is not your message, but you're like, oh my goodness, that's my friend so-and-so, I need to let them know. Please be sure to let them know, because sometimes that's the way these channelings work, where it comes up and you're like, oh, I know exactly whose message that is. I will let them know. We have seen that happen before in the past, where that has been of help to somebody. There is one last message. A long time ago, John Schultz, this is your friend. A long time ago, I had gotten a message associated. I had seen a vision of a man who was associated with a friend of yours. They're married, because I'm seeing the peach accents of the wedding again. So I believe it's your friend John Schultz, and he's just wanting to tell his wife that he wishes he could buy her flowers again. So maybe there's been, a special holiday for her, something of that nature, where he wished he could buy her flowers. And so maybe, yes. Maybe that's his way of saying, hey, I'm buying you flowers from heaven. And just, if you could let her know, that would be great. All right, everyone. Love and light to you. I shall see you again later.